Hi everyone, this is Michelle with Purposeful Happiness. I have finally finished the Sherlock Holmes journal, and it is a tall journal, so just for reference, I wanted to show you the other one. This one is 10.5 inches by 4. So that's the dimensions of that one. This one's about 7.5 by 5. So you can tell it's quite a bit taller. Haven't done a tall journal like this before, so it was an interesting and fun journey for that one. This one has Sherlock on the front and the 221B. It is a hardcover book and then hand bound. Here is the back of the journal. Here is a vintage key that I picked up from an estate sale, so I included it on the spine. And then everything is sealed, and it has brass book corners. And as you can see, outside of this journal is the evidence locker, and that's what that's meant to be. So we'll go through that. So this book has 72 pages, and that is front and back. So what I did was line the inside of the spine with a piece of fabric to go with the theme of the book. Here we have on the front a paperclip holding all of the case file pieces, journaling spots, add what you want, some evidence tags, and then here is a police department report, and they all just tuck back in and are held with the paperclip. So this is a digital kit. There's multiple digital kits in here used to help make the pages. This one's from Tracie, and I just have an evidence tag on top of that one to start the signature. So Sherlock would have kept this book with all of his notes in it, information. Here is a piece of fabric. We're not really sure what piece of evidence that is, but it's tucked inside of his notebook. And we have some music in each signature. We also have these tabs with the case evidence on it. So here you have barbed wire and a case tag there. So when we turn it, just says documented, some vintage writing paper that I included in here, lined. And we have a tab, and here's another case file, and it's just also paper clipped in. You open it, has the evidence, has pictures. Then on the inside we have the case file information that you can see there. Some stamping, some notes, and that just goes right back on to this piece. Well, let's turn it to this piece. Then here we have maybe some codes he was keeping track of, but that is this side. Here are some pockets by one of the Sherlock books that I found at the thrift store. Has some tickets in it. We also have an evidence tag. And when you flip it over, there's a pocket inside that evidence tag as well. You can see there's quotes. We'll get them all out. There's quotes in here. Some smaller tags, a ticket, and then a coroner's tag. That's what that little mini tag is. And it all just pops right back in here. And you can put it anywhere else in the journal that you would like. And all these just go right back and slip in. Just like so. When you turn it over, this is the other side of those book pages into the pockets. And we just have a journaling tag here. Handwritten letter. We're not sure what piece of evidence that is, but it's tucked in. Here is some onion paper and a book page from The Return of Sherlock. Here is another character that he was probably tracking. We have a booking photo with information on it, and another tag just goes in the bottom and then tucks right back here. And that paper clip, or that clothespin, was also holding the picture of, we don't know if it's a suspect, a love interest, we're not sure, but she's tucked in as well. Some ledger paper. Then here is your map of London. And some more ledger paper. And there's varying weights of paper in here, as you can tell. Onion paper. Here's the other side of that code where he's tracking for a case. I'm not sure what he's written in there, but that's included as well. Here's another piece of the vintage ledger paper. And we have another one. This one is a set of jailer keys. You can see on that little key ring. It says fugitive for that tab. And here we have the Sherlock door and just a wanted poster and a journaling spot. We have some digital prints here. Of course, we have fingerprints everywhere. Here it looks like he's kept a note from another case to see what that piece of evidence is. We're not sure. Here is another case with a piece of evidence. It's a hammer on this tab. And we just close that there. We know that he would have used reference materials in some of his investigations. So this is some chemistry that he was looking up. And here's some photos that he's kept. Of course, we're in London. So we have some London themed pages. Here is a file folder page. So it's pretty thick and you can add to it or draw on it, whatever you would like. Of course, we have some anatomy pieces of information. And this is a piece of a paper bag to emulate an evidence bag. This is a sticker with a fun metal attachment here. And then this is just something to go somewhere else in the book. It can be a tab, can be a note. So it's just for an additional piece. Onion paper. And here's some fun digital prints. Here is a picture from the Sherlock book. We know in Sherlock there's a lot of unique wallpapers behind most of the scenes, so that's what these are. And here we are with the other side of that evidence bag and another anatomy card, reference piece. Here we have, looks like a coat ticket, another quote from the Sherlock book, and here is a postcard. And we'll just put that in later when I come back. We have a specimen slide or evidence slide that he picked up. Looks like a piece of a leather coat. Who knows what it is? Rug. And then it has the pipe for that tag. So we'll just slide that in later. Here's the other side of that chemistry page that he's reviewing. Some chain reactions or formulas, not sure. Here's another case piece. This one looks like a bullet attached. And this page is here. So this looks like somebody's accounting. So maybe they were fraud. There was some white collar crime and some fraud. So he has the numbers of the ledger of what he had seen. And then we have another signature here with just another evidence tag and some more wanted posters. Here is a diagram of some machinery that he had come across. Here's another case tab. This one has a set of handcuffs on it. And we'll open it here. Music page. Here is another piece of the evidence bag. And of course it was a dictionary page and it's plight. And he was reviewing some notes for that. Here is another evidence slide. It looks like there's some fibers on this one. And then here is looks like there's more on the other side. Another case file. So we'll put that right back here. And we'll slide in the card. So it's just being held on with a paper clip. So when we flip it over, looks like there's another ticket just sitting inside. Another digital page. And here is a different map of London. Another center, that signature. And here is a green file folder. I guess it's back here too, you can see. It's tabbed. This is one of those green file folders that's pretty sturdy, and you can hang something heavy or draw on it, pictures, whatever you'd like. The other side of that dictionary page, and here we have the evidence bag. Here's a coroner's report. And of course we have some suspect information and a fingerprint card tucked into his notebook. And another case file. This one has a revolver on it. The other side of that machinery page that he was studying. And here is another tuck spot. And in here we have another evidence tag. And then just tucks in here. And of course, a note that he's kept from a crime scene that he was at. Here is an evidence tag, and it's attached to that signature for a pocket. And here we have another suspect and some little top secret labels in there. Here is the last signature. And here is a picture of somebody that he's been following. And another one attached here. This is cardstock paper, the yellow book page. Here is one of the evidence bags, and right on top of that is a note, London Society, and that just sits right on top. You can add a lot of pieces to these journals, and a lot of them you can just take off if you don't want them in there, so they're fairly interactive that way. We'll just put that one back on. So here is a magazine page, a vintage magazine, and I wanted to use that to show what maybe his crime scenes would have looked like. So here is a pocket on there. You can see we have a fingerprint analysis that's been done. That's what this is. And it just goes right back in. It slides under that pocket, and here you can slide. This is another pocket here. And some more ledger paper. Here is a film strip used for a tab on top. And we have some ledger paper. Here is the Pinkerton's National Detective Agency in the middle. He would have kept that, I'm sure, for reference in case he needed to talk to anybody. Here is another evidence file. When you open it up, it has the information and folds out as to who is inside of this file. And so it also will just sit right here with this little mini clip. There you go, right there. A lot of hardware went into making this journal. So you'll see from the charms to the eyelets to some of the paper clips. They were all pieces that I had from prior projects or ordered for this one in particular. Here's some more ledger paper, lined onion paper. Here's the other side of the crime scene that he would have been in. And he just tore it out to stick it in there for reference. Our evidence bag. Here is the other side of that book page. There's another case, and this one we have a shovel. Here is an evidence envelope that he would have collected, and if we open it up, you'll see there is a paper or a plastic bag with a wrench in it. And so it is evidence and in custody there. So we will put that one back. Oops, here. And it just sits right on the top of your page. And we're getting to the end of the journal. Here's the end of the signature. And here we have another pocket where you can just slide some things in. We have an evidence and chain of custody tag. And here is the back, another file folder. So there is the closure for the journal in case you start stuffing things into the file folder or other pieces in here. It will close and stay closed for you. So we will just snap it back together. And there are some charms on that one as well. that is the Sherlock Holmes journal. And thank you for watching. And any comments or